If you're running a business and you're generating leads for your business, I can guarantee you are missing out on thousands and thousands of pounds and dollars simply because you're not talking to your leads. What do I mean by that? Well, I'll explain. Most businesses nowadays, they probably do some paid marketing, they do some cold outreach, they do targeted outreach, emails, LinkedIn, and then they generate a bunch of leads in their CRM system. Hopefully you guys have CRM systems. On top of that, those leads are sitting in pipelines. And while they sit in those pipelines, unless they buy from you, they usually go stale. Trust me, I've been there and I know exactly how you feel. But we just generated $5,000 by simply using AI to re-engage all of our old leads. And I'm going to explain to you the process with my simple, trusty iPad. So first things first, I'm going to talk about this from a perspective of someone doing paid marketing, but this can work for any type of marketing as long as you're generating leads for your business. It could be you post content online and people sign up for your free stuff, or you're running paid ads to some type of lead magnet or free offer where people have to submit name, email, phone number. So I'm going to give you guys an example and I'm going to explain exactly what we built as well. So let me just get my iPad up. Imagine you're running paid ads, and for the sake of our business, we like to run ads to people so they can book a sales call with us. So we've got our ad that goes out, right? And this is our main ad. All the traffic is going towards this ad. People are clicking it, they're booking calls with us, so on and so forth, right? And then what happens is these people, they actually end up in our CRM system. So they end up in pipelines. And it's important that, we know what stage these people are in. So some people, they just become a lead. Some people book calls. Some people become clients. Happy days, they pay us money. Now, obviously, not everyone that books a call becomes a buyer. That's just the way the game works. It would be amazing if every lead that we spoke to became a buyer, but that would just be a little bit unrealistic, unfortunately. So what happens is we get a lot of people that just become leads and they sit all in here. They just sit in this system right here and they sit in our CRM system. And yeah, we WhatsApp them, we call them and we try to get them to buy. But over time, it just doesn't happen. The people that do book a call and don't buy, again, they just sit in our system. I'm going to use a different color for this. So they're all just sitting in this system right here and they're sitting in our customer relationship management system. Now, over time, let's just imagine the people that don't buy, we have like a 30-day email sequence. They get emails for 30 days, yeah? And they get WhatsApps and they get calls. So for 30 days, they're getting hammered with WhatsApp messages, emails, our sales team and us. We call our leads to see, are you still interested? So they're getting, I don't want to say attacked, but they are getting a lot of attention from us. Obviously, after that, it kind of slows down. It just stops. So what we do at this stage is we continue our email newsletter and our sales team and us will call the leads every now and again to see if they're still interested. But we don't want to keep hammering them with phone calls. So what we've built at this stage is what we call an AI re-engagement agent. And I want to talk to you about how it helped us generate $5,000 just like that. First things first, we build the re-engagement agent. The re-engagement agent is built on the same premise as our AI lead qualifier. So let me just give you guys the overview of what it does. We get a lead, right? The lead comes in. Then the lead is handled by our AI WhatsApp. And what this does is essentially it has a back and forth to qualify the lead. And the way that it will qualify is simple. Income, so budget. So we qualify through budget. Authority, so are you the decision maker? Intent, how soon are you trying to get this fixed? And those are the three main aspects that we really want to qualify. Then they're allowed to book a call on the team and we'll get on a video call with them, right? So that's how we make the sale. So our AI re-engagement agent pretty much works in the same way. But now, after 30 days of no sale and no contact, we essentially feed all of these leads back into this re-engagement agent. But instead of qualifying so harshly, it simply just restarts the conversation. The reason this is powerful is because number one, if you're manually doing follow-up all the time, it's very difficult. Number two, if I'm having to always call every single lead on my sales team are calling leads that are maybe not as interested, it's tiring for them. And I think that better money can be spent in other areas of the business. Those are two major areas where for us, it doesn't quite make sense to have them doing all this work. So what the AI agent does is it does all of this again, but instead it just asks lighthearted questions. So instead of qualifying based on all these things, it asks one question. Are you still interested? So, hey, and I'll show you some examples, hopefully. it will ask a question like, are you still interested in installing our AI sales system? You know, if you're a consultant or a coach, or you run a accountancy firm or whatever, you know, you might send a message like, are you still interested in accountancy services? And it's a very casual message. So it'll be like, hey, James, I know we haven't spoken in a while. Are you still interested in accountancy services? Yes or no? Boom. Right? If it's a no, then, you know, it will go on a different route. Like, why you're not interested? What have you been doing since you signed up for our training or our free stuff? Did you work with one of our competitors? So it will just go into a branch of questions. If it's a yes, okay, cool. So it actually then goes through the same thing. Okay, so what's your budget right now? How's it going? What are you working on? Are there any changes that you need to make? Stuff like that. And then obviously it will find out, you'll then ask for its intent, like, how soon are you trying to get this fixed? Why didn't you get it fixed last time? So that's pretty much that. Now, what we did is we had like 500 leads sitting in a database from a campaign that we ran. So our CRM system that we use is Go High Level. And if you want to try it for 14 days with all our workflows built in, you can actually try it for free. I've left the link in the description. And what we did is we just put all the 500 leads into the sequence, and we just dumped them all in on a workflow, and then let the WhatsApp reach out to them. And that was it. That is how we re-engaged every single lead. And then basically what happened is, the ones that were still interested, we booked them in for sales calls. Then I closed one for $5,000. Okay. And guess how much making a re-engagement agent cost me? Zero. Apart from maybe 2 hours of time to build it. But it cost me zero, right? So essentially, systems like this could transform your business, because there are a lot of businesses way bigger than ours with a database of like 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 leads. Imagine if you had an AI re-engagement agent that could re-engage every single one of those leads and have a genuine conversation, because the conversation is going to be based on the data that you have in your database of the lead. So if you have all the notes on the lead, if you have conversation history within the WhatsApp of that lead, then the re-engagement agent essentially uses that to then start a conversation. So in an example I can give you is like, we were doing these workshops. We send a WhatsApp for the workshop. Someone didn't reply. The first message from the engagement agent is, hey, would you like the replay of the workshop we did the other day? You can have it. Then it will start qualifying based on that. And this is after like 30 days of not contacting the lead. So, you know, we're not the biggest agency in the world. We're not the biggest company in the world. Obviously not. But something like this could help so many major businesses who are B2C or B2B, as long as you have a database of leads. And most business owners, just like yourself, would heavily benefit from having something like this in your system. So if you want to know exactly how I built it from scratch, I actually made a video right here that you can watch that shows you exactly how to build your own AI agent that qualifies leads. And it's the same system that I used to build this re-engagement agent. The video is not long. And if you press the link in the description of that video, you actually get the free template and you can build it for yourself in your own CRM system. Give this a watch if you want to build it yourself and make your next 5 to 10 grand. Peace.